Hello, is it visible? My screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now after the advantages or why you have to use steel structure, I discuss about the advantages. So I discuss some of the points here. So the first point, that is because of the high strength, you have to use the steel structure. The first property is because the steel structure is having high strength capacity, and it is also having high strength to weight ratio. The ratio of strength to weight is more, so that's why you can use uh, steel structure. Then we have excellent ductility. So as I told you, ductility is what it will take large deformation, or it will deflect large. It will go large deflection before failure. It will not fail suddenly. Okay, steel क्या होता है, when you apply load it will get elongate, and it will not fail suddenly. Okay, sudden failure will not occur in case of steel structure. So what will happen, large deformation means what will happen here, it will give warning before failure. स्टील क्या होगा, अगर एक मेंबर है, अगर एक बीम है, उसके ऊपर आप लोड डालोगे, if you go and increase in the load, what will happen here, so that beam will get deflect. Suppose if you have a beam here, अगर आपके पास एक बीम है and you are applying a load over that beam, okay, so that beam will go deflection, it will not fail suddenly, it will go on deflecting, it will go on deflecting. So that time what will happen, it will give large deformation or large deflection before failure. The delta will be more here. So what will happen that time, the users or the occupants, okay, what will happen, they will get warning before failure. So that's why you have to use the steel structure, so it will have the external ductility before failure. Then we have elasticity. As you know, the steel structure or a steel element is it is having an elastic property, so that's why you have to use steel structure, so because it is having elasticity. Then we have uniformity in the material, because it is manufactured in the industry, तो क्या होगा, मटेरियल में यूनिफॉर्मिटी रहेगा. So because it is casted in the machine, it is not casted by the workers or the humans. So there will be uniformity in the material. But what will happen in the site? अगर आप concrete का कोई structure करोगे, if you want to construct a building with concrete, what will happen? That will be constructed with the workmen. Okay, so that because of the bad workmanship and other characteristics, what will happen? There will be problems in the anyone. Hello.
शांत हवा ऐसी बात है जिसके आते ही दिल की धड़कन तेज हो जाती है, हवा और
Off
पंखे
your
चलने
mic.
लगते हैं,
Who is
मौसम बदल
that?
जाता है.
Okay, so here it is uniformity of material. Because of the uniformity of material, you can adopt steel structure. Then we have easy, that is ease of fabrication and speed of erection. So ease of fabrication means the members are readily available, the members are prefabricated, so no need to construct. Okay, you give the design to the industry or the manufacturer, they will produce the section, they will fabricate the section, and they will transport to the site. Okay, that is because of ease of fabrication. Then we have speed of erection. Speed of erection means what, the sections are only you have to erect, no need to additional arrangement, you have to make it on site. Okay, only you have to erect and you have to fix the connections. It may be a welded connection or a bolted connection. So that's why it is, you can erect very fast. So अगर आप compare करोगे, if you compare RCC structure and if you compare steel structure, RCC structure, if you cast a slab, you have to wait for 28 days for curing. After that only you can go ahead for next activity in the construction. जब तक स्लैब का पूरा क्यूरिंग नहीं होगा, so you have to wait up to 28 days. But here no need to wait for 28 days. Erection is over, then you can go to next floor, again erection over, go to next floor. Okay, you can do the activity simultaneously. But in case of RCC structure, you cannot do any activity simultaneously. If you construct a slab, you have to wait for the curing. If you construct a beam, you have to wait for the curing. Okay, you have to wait for curing, you have to wait for de-shuttering, everything. But here nothing like that, so the speed of erection will increase. So that's why you have to adopt, you can adopt steel structure. Then we have Next is steel has highest scrap value. Okay, it can be reused. So मैंने आपको बोला है, if you compare again RCC and steel structure, you can compare for advantage and disadvantage. Okay, so if you use RCC structure, there is no scrap value here. Okay, but if you use steel structure, you can dismantle, nut bolt है, open करो, welding है, cut करो, everything, you can do anything. So you can dismantle that and you can shift to other structure also. अगर आपके पास एक टेम्पररी स्ट्रक्चर है, उसको ओपन करो, नेक्स्ट यू कैन गो टू नेक्स्ट साइट, अगेन यू assemble that, again you connect that, no problem. But in case of RCC, you cannot do it like that. So that's why you can go ahead for steel structure. Then next we have disadvantages. So apart from the advantages, we have some disadvantages also. Okay, कुछ है और कुछ नहीं भी है. So that is disadvantage. Okay, so first of all, susceptibility to corrosion. So this is a very important point here. Okay, corrosion. Okay, corrosion problem is there. So because the structure is open to the environment, like it is subjected to water, sun, everything. So when it come in contact with water and other environmental activities, so it will undergo corrosion. So that is the first disadvantage. So because of that, what will happen? We have the maintenance cost. उसको बार बार पेंट करना पड़ेगा. ओके, और यू हैव टू चेक दी कनेक्शन. अगर कोई बोल्ट खराब हुआ है, वेल्डिंग लूज हुआ है, दैट यू हैव टू चेक. सो अगेन मींस ईयरली यू हैव टू चेक द मेंटेनेंस. सो अगेन व्हाट विल हैपन? मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट विल इंक्रीज. सो दैट इज द फर्स्ट डिसएडवांटेज. उसके बाद है थिन वॉल्ड स्ट्रक्चर. यू हैव टू गो फॉर थिन वॉल्ड स्ट्रक्चर, बिकॉज अगर आप लाइट स्ट्रक्चर यूज करोगे तो क्या होगा? इट मे फेल ड्यू टू करोजन एंड अदर थिंग. सो उसके लिए आपको थिन वॉल्ड स्ट्रक्चर्स के लिए जाना पड़ेगा. सो दैट इज द फर्स्ट डिसएडवांटेज. देन वी हैव लॉस ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ एट एलिवेटेड टेम्परेचर. तो इसका मीनिंग क्या होगा? अगेन सपोज देयर इज अ मल्टी स्टोरी बिल्डिंग एंड इफ दैट बिल्डिंग कैचेस द फायर, ओके, वहां पे कुछ ब्लास्ट होता है और कुछ समथिंग, if that building catches the fire, that time what will happen? It will change its property at that temperature, because it is manufactured by using some temperature. Okay, so if the member catches the fire or it's subjected to the fire, so what will happen? It will change its behavior or it will lose its strength. So what will happen here? Loss of strength. Okay, loss of strength. So uske for that what you have to do? You have to do the fireproofing. You have to do the fireproofing. So again, fireproofing cost will increase. Okay, so this is additional cost apart from the structural design of the construction. This is additional cost. So that is the first one more disadvantage. What? That is loss of strength at elevated temperature. Then we have buckling. Buckling. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by buckling? Can anyone please tell me? Buckling means what?
Bending of columns, sir.
Yes, bending of column. So in the previous semester in RCC you all learned design of column. That in that we have short column, long column. Long column is nothing but slender member. So suppose agar we have a column here, okay, and if that column is subjected to the external load, okay, so if the section is what smaller in cross section or the moment of inertia is less, so what will happen? When it subjected to external load, the column will bend or it will buckle. तो क्या होगा? Generally in RCC, in steel structure, the sections are made up of very thin plates, okay, or thin elements. So because of what will happen? अगर column slender होगा, generally it will happen in compression member or in columns. Okay, if the length of the or height of the section is more, here the height of the section, this particular height of the section, if it is more and if it is not capable to carry the vertical force, immediately it will buckle. So that is the disadvantage. Okay, it should not buckle. अगर वो column buckle होगा तो क्या होगा? The structure will fail. One by one other adjacent columns will also buckle and the structure will undergo failure. So that is the one more disadvantage. Okay, and apart from this, we require special equipments, special machineries. For erection we require crane, everything. Okay, and if you are working on site, okay, so वहाँ पे we require continuously power supply, because you have to make you have to do the erection, you have to do the welding, you have to do the bolting. So we require continuous power supply. Okay, then we require skilled labor for this. Okay, because proper bolting should be done, proper welding should be done. Okay, अगर आपके पास skilled labor नहीं है, then it is again loss to the structure. Okay, the structure may fail due to bad workmanship if you don't have the proper machineries and skilled labor. That is one more disadvantage in steel structure. Okay, then next we have where and when use steel structure. Where you have to use steel structure and when you have to use the steel structure. So what is the first point we have? If the structure is having long span, if the structure is having long span, we can go for steel structure. Okay, for example, I'll give a best example here. If you see the railway overbridge near railway station, have you seen? Anyone? Please reply. Have you seen the steel structure or the bridge? That is railway overbridge near railway station in the Belgaum. I'm talking about Belgaum.
Yes,
So
sir.
there,
Yes, sir.
that yes, very good, very good. That is made up of steel structure. If you see, we can see the semicircular sections placed over the road, beside the road. Okay, and bottom also, if you see the girders are those girders are made up of steel structure, steel sections. Okay, over that the concrete is laid and the road is made. Okay, so that why that is made by using steel structure, because the span of the bridge is very large. Okay, so that time you can adopt steel structure. In case of RCC, you can adopt steel structure. If you adopt steel RCC also, there is no problem, but it will become costly. It will become costly because for that span we have to provide very heavy sections, very heavy RCC sections. So that will become uneconomic. Okay, so that's why the steel structure is placed over there. So that's why it is mentioned for long span structure you can use steel structure. Okay, then we have, you can use multi-story buildings and even high-rise building. In case of multi-story building and even high-rise building, you can use steel structure. Nowadays, if you see, okay, because of the non-availability of material, like अभी हमारे पास natural sand कम पड़ रहा है, so either you have to use artificial sand or you have to use the steel structure. थोड़े दिन के बाद क्या होगा? You will get that is difficult to access the aggregates also, difficult to access the cement also. So that time it is necessary to adopt the steel structure. So in some of the countries, okay, they are started adopting the steel structure. In Chennai, if you see, the maximum buildings are constructed by using steel structure because there the natural sand is totally banned. You can use artificial sand or you can use steel structure. So the maximum usage of steel structure is adopted there. Okay, so that's why you can use for multi-story building and high-rise building. Then this is very important. You can see industrial buildings. You can see the industrial buildings. Okay, our college is after the Udambag industrial area. So when you cross the Udambag industrial area, you can see maximum structures are constructed by steel structure. Now the newly, I'm talking about the newly structures are, or the frames or the portal frames or the small industrial structure and the big industrial structure, if you see surrounding the Udambag industrial area, are constructed by using industrial buildings. Okay, now we have next the tower structures. Tower structures, like if you see the mobile towers or the other multi-story towers, those also constructed by using steel structure. Then we have portal frames. We have the frames. Okay, frames are nowadays constructed by using steel structure. Then we have bridges. Just now I discussed about the bridges, our railway overbridge. Okay, next point. Yes, so here some of the photographs where already steel structure has been used. So you can see here airport terminals building. This is not in India, but out of the India, but here the steel structure is used to construct the airport terminals. Then we have train stations. This is also outside of the India. Then we have the stadium. This is the famous stadium which has been used for the, I think, Olympics. Okay, this is also constructed by using steel structure. The adoption of steel structure is important. Why? Speed of construction will increase. Okay, you don't have to cure the concrete or to prepare the concrete. Sections are prefabricated Sections are readily available. Just get on the site according to the design. Then you erect the section, do the connection, everything done. Okay, so that's why nowadays maximum companies or the industries or the builders, contractors are adopting steel structure. Then we have exhibition center like mall and other things, theaters. Okay, so these are the some of the photographs where the steel structures are adopted. Then we have high-rise buildings. These are already they're made up by using steel structure. These are all buildings made up of steel structure. Then we have buildings of heavy-duty plants. These are the industrial structures like oil and gas industries. Okay, they use steel structures. Then we have towers. You can see the Eiffel Tower, TV tower, everything. So here also it is made up of using steel structures. Nowadays we can see this in everywhere. That is called as PEB, pre-engineered building. Okay, so these are all pre-engineered building. इसको देखोगे आप, this also, this is everything is pre-engineered building. Okay, nowadays it is to have the most economic steel structure. Nowadays they are adopting pre-engineered building. So portal frames, rigid frames. Here we have the portal frames, rigid joint plane frames, low-rise building, industrial buildings such as steel plants, automobile industries, thermal power station, warehouse, garages, everything can be constructed using the steel structure. Okay. Then we have bridges. You can see. Okay, we can use the truss and plate, arch, cable shed bridge, everything. Okay, so you can use the steel structure. One example is our railway overbridge, which is made up of arch type structure. Okay, which is again for long span bridges. Okay. Then we have agricultural units, agricultural buildings. Okay, like we have the greenhouse system here, which is again made up of steel structure. Then water tanks. Nowadays you can adopt steel structure in any forms for any categories of buildings. Okay, so again you can see the water tanks. Okay, only thing you have to take care of, it should be watertight and airtight. Okay. Then we have steel making process. I'll give just overview. I'll just discuss in brief how the steel structure, how the steel sections are produced, and I'll show you some of the photographs of steel sections which are used in the industry, and same steel sections you have to use in our subject for the further solution of problems. Okay. So before going to the next, I would like to tell you that. So maybe today I am going to finish up this module. This is the part of the first module. So 50% I'll be covering today, and remaining 50%, that is again it is problematic, I'll cover later on. Okay, I'll not cover after this. So I request all of you, you inform your friends. From next session, I'll be starting with solution of problems. That is our bolted and welded connections in steel structure. Okay, so this is just a theoretical part. You may feel bored. Okay, I can't help for that. You may feel bored, but from the next session or maybe in the next week, I'll be starting with the problems. So theory part is having little bit coverage in the examination. This subject carries fully problematic or full problems. So I will be concentrating more on the problems and the solutions. Okay. So in the next week, I'll be starting with the problems. That is the next module, that is design of connections. So in that, we are going to discuss about how to design bolted connection. I'm talking about design. I'm not talking about theory part. I'm going to start with design of bolted connection and design of welded connection. So you should concentrate over these sessions and inform your friends. Only 24-30 students have joined this session. I'll not be responsible if you miss the session. I'm going to solve the problems, and during the session, if you get any doubt, any queries, we'll discuss. Okay, now you can feel bored because it's the theoretical part, but in the next session or in the next week, I'll be starting with the design of sections or the design of connections. Okay. So please inform your friends. Okay, so we'll move on to next. So we are here now, the steel making process. We are discussing about steel making process. So the here there are two categories of steels available in the market. One is hot rolled section, one more is cold form section. Hot rolled, rolled means rolling, hot rolled section. Then we have cold formed section. I'll discuss one by what is the difference here. Okay, so the basic difference here, how the not basic difference, how the steel is made. First of all, melting is done, then refining, then casting. So melting, the raw material is melted in the blast furnace at the degree of 1600 degrees Celsius. Okay. After melting, it will be taken for the refining. So it will be refined. Then it will be taken for casting. So the casting, how it will be done, I'll explain one by one. Okay. So here we have two categories, hot rolled and cold. This is hot rolled section, this is cold form section. Hot rolled section means what will happen? When the molten steel or the raw material is taken, that will be placed in the sections. Like here, the semi-finished products. The semi-finished products such as billets, booms, and slabs are heated. Then it will make metal malleable. So it will make malleable and then rolled into finished product. It will be rolled into finished product such as plates and other structural sections. Other structural section means if you want to like angle section, eye section, channel section. Okay, it will be rolled. It will be rolled. You can see here. You can see here. It is shown in the diagram. Okay, it is shown in the diagram. It is similar like how you your mother or your sister she will prepare chapati. कैसे करते chapati? Okay, the wheat will be taken. Then after adding the water, okay, it will make. They will prepare the balls, then it will be placed over the wooden this thing and it will be pressed. Okay, then you will get a round chapati. So same thing what will happen here, the molten steel or the raw material is passed through the furnace and it will be pressed to the required shape. Suppose if you want eye section, so it will be passed to the rolling mills. So the rolling mills will press the section and it will prepare the eye section, steel eye section, angle section, channel section, whatever. So this is just a overview how the steel sections are prepared. You can see here. Here the sections are pressed in the mill and there you will get I section, T section, L section and rails. Okay, then after the byproduct of that you will get billets and the bar sections also and tube sections also. Okay, like here you can see the photograph here. You can see these are the rollers. These are the rollers. Abhi dekho, by using this you can prepare this and this and even this. The partial molten raw material is passed through the rolling mills. You can see these are the rolls. These are rollers. Okay, you can see that section will be passed and it will be pressed. It will be pressed and you will get the required section. For example, if you want this is just an example. So by using same, you will get angle section, channel section, I section, T section, anything. Okay. So this is again just the steel plant operational process. यहाँ पे देखो क्या हो रहा है, the raw material will be melted, then it will be passed through the furnace, then you will get billets, booms and slabs. Even by after that, this is very important. यहाँ पे देखो, the pressing is done by using these rollers. So the section will be passed through this, and output of that you will get rail, sheet, shape, bars, anything. And even if you want wire, plates, anything, whatever is required, that will be manufactured from the industry. Okay. Then next, choice of the section. Okay. So the choice of the section is again depends on what the cross section area to resist force, tension and compression. Okay. To resist the tensile force and the compression force. Then we have section modulus. to resist bending. Section modulus is mainly deals with bending. Then we have radius of gyration. Okay, to provide rigidity. To provide the rigidity, we should have the proper radius of gyration. These are the properties: cross section, section modulus, radius of gyration. Everything are the properties of the section. Then we have compatibility. Why we require compatibility? Because of the providing the connections over the site. Okay. Then we have availability of the section in the market. So we have to study the market also, whether the sections are available or not. If the sections are not available, you have to inform to the company. According to the design, the company will prepare the sections and it will be transferred to the site. That is also very important. If the sections are you want to construct you want to finish your structure very fast, so that time you have to check whether the sections are available. If sections are not available, whatever the sections are available, you have to choose those sections and you design your building. Okay. Then your design consideration. First is size and shape of the member with respect to the availability of the market. Then we have buckling. I discussed about buckling also already. The minimum thickness, we have to provide minimum thickness to prevent corrosion. Then we have they have given the thickness. Okay, this is not necessary. I'll share one more PPT. Here I'm going to discuss about what are the type of sections we are going to use in design part. For design of tension member, compression member, what are the different types of sections we are going to use? Only 26 members are remaining. Some of the members have already skipped. Okay. Is it visible? Dipesh?
Yes, sir.
Dipesh? Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. So next, steel sections. Okay. So this I'm not going to discuss again here. Hot rolling is a mill process which involves rolling the steel at high temperature. So the sections will be rolled in the rolling equipment or the rolling machine at high temperature. Okay, so here we have steel used in structurally in two ways: reinforced steel and structural steel. So we have already gone through this in previous semester. Now this is very important. Yes, structural steel sections. So we have next here is structural steel sections. Okay, so we have angle sections. These sections we are going to use in this particular semester. Throughout the semester, you have to refer steel table. I'll be sharing the soft copy of this. Okay, how to use steel table, that also I'm going to explain. Okay, you have to concentrate and you have to look out how to use steel table. Okay, so in that we have the properties of angle section. All the properties of these members are provided in the steel table. Okay, we have angle section, channel section, I section, T section, then flat are nothing but what? Plate. Then these two are similar. We have corrugated sheets, rounded bars, square bars. Okay, so mainly in this semester we are going to deal with these many sections. Okay, we are going to concentrate with these many sections. We have to utilize these many sections for our design. Yes, first of all, rolled steel bar section. It is called as Indian standard round bars. Okay, you can see here Indian standard round bars. Okay, then we have Indian standard square bars. Indian standard square bar. These are not going to use. We are not going to utilize for the design purpose. But these are available in the market. Then we have rolled steel plates, rolled standard seat section. These are also we are not going to use. From here. So first here it is Indian standard flats. ISF. It is called as ISF. So in the problem you may get use 2 ISF 100 by 200 by 10. In the problem you will get design a connection by using 2 ISF. It means what? 2 Indian standard flats of size 100 mm by 200 mm by 10, means for the width of 100 mm, length of 200 mm, and for the thickness of 10 mm, you have to design the connection. So here it is given 10 by 3 available. So it is available in the size. Then we have rolled steel tubes. We have rolled steel tubes also. This is very important. That is rolled steel angle section, which is called as ISA. In the problem you will get, in the exam or in the solution of problem you will get, use 2 ISA or use ISA 90 by 90 by 8. Means what? Indian standard angle of size 90 by 90 by 8. So it is given here designated as ISA. Width and length of legs available as. So you will get equal angles or you may get unequal angles. Equal angle means what? 2 legs will be equal in length, and we have available in size varying from 20 by 20 by 3 to 200 by 200 by 25. So whatever is mentioned here, 2 legs means this is 1 leg and this is 1 leg. Can you see? We have 2 legs here, and these 2 are, if it is both the legs are equal, then this is called as 2 equal or equal angle. Okay, so that's what it is. 2 legs will be equal. अगर दोनों legs same हैं, then that angle will be called as equal angle. And if the 2 legs are not equal, if one leg is like this and one leg is like this, 2 legs are like this. This is small and this is big. So that is called as unequal angle. Unequal angle. And the size will be like this, 20 by 20 by 3. What does that mean? This is 20, this is 20, and the thickness of this thickness will be 3. Okay, are you getting my point? And if it is 200 by 200, this is 200, this is 200, and 25 means thickness. समझ में आ रहा है? Anyone? सब लोग सो गए क्या?
फिर से बोलो सर।
क्या हुआ?
नहीं
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है?
कौन सा बोला?
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है?
नहीं आ रहा है सर, वो समझा नहीं आपने कौन सा बोला वो साइड्स।
ओके, ये आपको समझा नहीं क्या?
हाँ सर।
ठीक है। सी मैं इसके ऊपर क्यों कॉन्सेंट्रेट कर रहा हूँ एंगल सेक्शन के ऊपर? बिकॉज दीज एंगल सेक्शंस वी आर गोइंग टू यूटिलाइज इन द नेक्स्ट मॉड्यूल फॉर डिजाइन पर्पस, नेक्स्ट अपकमिंग मॉड्यूल. Okay, these angle sections you are going to use. So there you should understand how to use the properties. Okay, so इस केस में in steel table I'll provide the soft copy of steel table in the group. So you just open and check. So there you will get properties like ISA, Indian standard, that is rolled steel angle section, Indian standard angles. Okay, so there you will get properties like ISA 100 by 100 by 10 or 20 by 20 by 3. So उसका मीनिंग क्या है? For each angle there will be 2 legs. For each angle there will be 2 legs. You can see here. यहाँ पे एक leg है, so we have leg here and one leg here like this. We have 2 legs. So the size will be mentioned like 100 by 100 by 10, or here it is mentioned 20 by 20 by 3 or 200 by 200 by 25. We have 200 by 200 by 25. तो इसका मीनिंग क्या है? One leg is having 200, another leg is having 200, and the thickness of that angle, yeah, you can see here the thickness here. You can see this is the thickness. इसको बोलते हैं thickness T. and the thickness of that angle is how much? 25. अभी समझ में आया?
हाँ सर, हाँ समझ गया।
ओके, ठीक है ठीक है। सो इट इज 200 by 200 by 25 like this, you can see here. So here unequal angles. Agar if the angle is unequal, but it means what? Two legs will be unequal in length. Means the leg length of two legs will not be remain same. Okay, so यहाँ पे you can see here it is 330 mm by 20 mm by 3 mm. Means two legs are not same. For example, here again, here you can see 200 mm by 150 mm by 18 mm. So this leg is 200 mm and this leg is 150. तो अगर आप यहाँ पे देखोगे, suppose this will be 200 and this will be 150. Okay, and the thickness of this will be 18. Understood? Okay, so why here it is two legs are different, 200 and 150. These two are not same. Okay, that's what is called as unequal angle. That's what is called as what? Unequal angle. Both the legs are not same. Okay, 200, 150 by 18. Understood? And the angle sections are widely used for roof truss. Okay, so this is very important. We are going to design the roof truss, and in that we have to use the angle sections. Okay. Understood? What is the difference between equal angle and unequal angle? Anyone doubt here? Anyone having doubt? Anyone having doubt?
No sir.
You can see.
No, sir.
हाँ, यहाँ पे देख सकते हो आप, यहाँ पे one more diagram is there. इसका leg length देखो 90 है, इसका leg length देखो 60 है, तो क्या हुआ ये? It will become unequal angle, and the thickness of angle is how much? 10 mm here. The thickness of angle is 10 mm. Two leg lengths are different. Okay, so that's what is called as unequal angle section. Then it is not required. Okay, this is also important. So we have rolled steel T section. Rolled steel T section. Previous section, the previous slide you seen angle section. Now abhi yahan pe it is T section. So T section is again what? We have flange and we have web. Two elements. यहाँ पे देखो, इसको बोलते हैं फ्लैंज, इसको बोलते हैं वेब. ओके, तो इसका साइज है 20 by 20 by 3 और 150 by 150 by 10. 150 by 150. Correct? Means here it is 150 or here it is 100. 100 by 100 by thickness. Understood? So this is regarding T section. This is the photograph. So here we have Indian Standard Normal T, ISNT, ISHT, ISHT, Indian Standard Short T, Junior T. Okay. Now this is also very important. We have rolled steel channel section. Rolled steel channel section. Okay. So here again what consists of a web and two equal flanges. क्या होता है चैनल में? It will be consist of a single web. इसको बोलते हैं web. जो vertical part रहता है उसको always बोलते हैं web. So what you can see here, this is called as web. This is called as web. And it consists of a single vertical web and two flanges. You can see here and here. Two flanges. So it is designated by designated by height of web and width of flange. So it is designated by height of web and width of flange. So here, for example, if you take a size, it is 100 by 45 and 400 by 100. इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ? 400 by 100 or 145 means height of the section or the depth of the section is 400 and the width of the flange is 100. समझ में आ रहा है? Any doubt here? These properties you have to understand for the further solution of problems. Okay. So here the height of the section is 400 and the width of flange it is 100 mm, and it is widely used for beams and columns in frame structure. So generally the steel sections are used for beams and column section. Okay. So here you can see we have channel section. Okay. So again it is divided into the different categories. So we have ISJC. What is ISJC? Indian Standard Junior Channel. So again, in the steel table is also in the steel table it is provided like this: ISJC, ISLC, ISMC. So whichever you have to choose, you have to refer the properties with respect to that. If you are choosing ISJC, you have to refer the properties for ISJC only. You can't mix the properties. Okay. I'll explain how to utilize the steel table there. Okay. Then we have ISLC. What is ISLC? Indian Standard Light Section. Then we have ISMC, Indian Standard Medium Channel. Okay. Then again we have rolled steel I section. Rolled steel I section. So what is this I section? Again, consists of two flanges connected by web. So we have two flanges, here one flange and here one flange, and it is connected with the web. It is connected with the web. Two flanges with a web. Then it is designated by overall depth. It is designated with overall depth and width of flange. And the available size, for example, if you have the size 750 mm by 50 mm or 600 mm by 210 mm, means यहाँ पे क्या होगा? This height will be 75 and this width will be 50, or it will be 600. This will be 600, or this will be 210. This will be designated like this. In the steel table, it is provided same. Use ISMB, for example, here it is given. हाँ, यहाँ पे देखो, it is given ISGB, ISLB, light beam, junior beam, ISMB, medium beam, ISWB, wide flange beam, ISHB, heavy beam. Again, it is categorized in so many groups. Okay. So with respect to that, you have to refer the property. Then we have built-up section. So first of all, I would like to clear that built-up section and rolled section. अभी आपने जो देखा, angle section, T section, channel section, I section, those are all rolled sections. Hot rolled section. These sections are, whatever the built-up sections are, not available, readily not available in the market. But आपने जो अभी previous sections देखा है, वो sections readily available are available in the market. Readily available are in the market. Okay. But here these sections are not available in the market. So why it is called as built-up section? Because you have to build the section, which is not available in the market. Okay. So here we have composed of combination of available basic section like plates, angles and channels. So this section is composed of, or it is fabricated using basic sections like plates, angles and channels. That's why it is called as built-up section. It is not readily available. You have to prepare the section or you have to fabricate the section. Then for increased strength and stability. आपके पास sections है, but उसका उतना strength नहीं है. It is not that much stable. तो उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा आपको? You have to prepare another section by using again the basic sections which are available in the market. Okay. उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? You have to prepare the built-up section. Why? What is the reason here? What is the reason here? To increase the strength and stability. Then we have the different section again which are joined by using welding and riveting. अभी यहाँ पे देखो, this section is made up of what? Can anyone tell? This section is made up of what? Please. अरे सब लोग सो गए क्या? हेलो.
Hello, sir.
Am I audible? हाँ. दीपेश.
Yes, sir.
हाँ बोलो. This is the built-up section made up of what?
One
It
I
is made up
section.
of I section. Yes, this section is made up of I section and plates. What? That's what is called as built-up section. Okay. And here, can you tell me? Anyone?
2 C section and 1 plate.
Huh? Yes, anyone other?
2 channel sections, 1 plate.
Yes, yes, yes. Because these are all built-up section made up of the basic sections. Okay. So, agar if the load acting over the section is more, or you have to increase the load carrying capacity of the section, so one section is not suitable. So for that you have to use another member, okay, or you have to join the member, or you have to assemble the member. So that member is called as built-up section. Okay. Then we have another some of the types. See यहाँ पे types of built-up sections are what? Two angles back to back. Two angles back to back you can use. Two channels. यहाँ पे देखो 2 चैनल यूज किया है. ओके, यहाँ पे भी देखो 2 चैनल यूज किया है. Then we have I section with top and bottom plates. I section with top and bottom plates. So this is the example here. I section with top and bottom plate. This is also example for that. Okay. Then we have plate girder. So like this. Yes, like this. This is also plate girder made up of plates. Then we have built up column sections. यहाँ पे देखो, we have used 2 I sections. Then here we have 4 angle sections at the corners. These are all what? Built up sections. So in the upcoming models, you will get problems like this. So we have to. So they may ask. So this is the type of built up section. So and so you have to use 4 angle section or 2 channel section or 2 I section. Find the load carrying capacity, or for this much load, you design the section like that. So you have to understand what is built up section and what is the hot rod section. So you may feel bored here because I can't help. This is a part of the first module, which is theoretical part. In the next session, I'm going to start with the problem. Maybe after some of the theory session, I'll be starting with the problems. So there you may require the properties of this section, or you may require to remember how to use these sections, or what is I section, what is channel section, how the properties is designated in the steel table. Just now I explained. Okay, so you have to remember this. Then we have light gauge section also. This is not there in your syllabus, so we will not discuss here, but I'll just show you. इसको बोलते हैं light gauge steel sections. This is not there in your syllabus. It is light gauge. Why it is called as light gauge? Because it is made up of small plates pressed in the machine. This is made up of plates. Plate will be inserted and that machine will be pressed the plate and it will develop the section. Okay, these are the properties of, or you can see the image of light gauge steel sections. These are also some of the images. This is not there in your syllabus. Okay, don't worry. Okay, thank you. So anyone having doubts here? Anyone having doubts? Please let me know. Anyone having doubts?